Hello, this is Rixxo Xové, and 10 questions. I guess here goes. So, one, my favorite color is pink, always and always will be. Two, it will be, I live in Los Angeles, but out of all, I would say LA and New York, one of my top two favorites. The third one would be, the third question is, will I ever get married? Well, I don't know. I'm not there yet. It's currently it's currently the year 2021, but in the future, hopefully 2030, 20, I know. Excuse me. I know, right? The fourth question is, are you still doing modeling? Besides that. In terms of, yes, I still do modeling, but aside to that, because I've got other things that I gotta do. I'm still working, freelance, a little bit of everything. Staying up to date. Of course, you can always look me up on Google. I'm there, physically not under the table, so that's good. The fifth one would be, are you still a celebrity? Like, I tell people, yes, I'm still a celebrity, I'm still roaming the streets, I'm still, roaming the area, my right and to my left, so in a way, it's good. The sixth question is if I'm still in school. No, I'm currently not in school at the moment. Unfortunately, I did drop out of school. I just realized that school isn't for me. I'd rather focus on making money, investing, or on portfolios or something, But in terms of school, I just put it to the side. The seventh question is, do you still hang out with your family? No friends, just your family. So with my family, so with my family, I just keep in touch with them, like with Google Duo. I know my users use Skype, I believe, and FaceTime, but I'm no iPhone. I'm an Android, period. Always and always has been. It's just, except for when it comes to Apple Watches, that is something that I do love. So that's kind of cool. I know, right? The eighth question is, are you still doing music? And the answer is, I've been working on it, but I've been, to be honest, I've been lazy, because I gotta focus on other things. But I will get back to that one, and I will get on track to that one in the future. So the ninth question is, are you being who you are? And yes, I'm still doing me. I always tell myself, never say never. I know, right? I know, unlike other celebrities, I know we have the Kardashians, we have Lady Gaga, Madonna, Britney, but that's their business. I have to focus on the big picture in my business along with other celebrities. And the 10th question is, what's gonna happen next year? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. YouTube. I don't know what's gonna happen. And yeah, it's crazy. I'm turning 24 next year, you guys. I don't like telling my age. I really don't. It's not. It's not ideal for me. I just don't like telling people my age. It's just, I like to keep it hidden. I like to keep it secret. Let's say I'm in let's say 30 years later from now, and then people ask me, are you in your 30s or in your 40s? And I'm like, no, I'm still 21. I'm still having that, Korean skin, Brazilian hair, pink, greenish eyes, smooth skin. I'm Arabic, I'm Brazilian. Reference to a Family Guy, if you know whom. But moreover, these next few years are gonna be very, very interesting. And this is Rixxo Xové, and thanks for listening. Hello YouTube, this is Rixxo Xové, and not affiliated with Vanity Fair, but regardless, I was gonna say, let's see, for 1 minute that I can do is that, let's see, I know the clock is counting. All right, so 1, 2, 3, my favorite color is pink. I do love to travel to LA, New York, Australia, Sydney, Tokyo, and the future cities I do want to travel. For now, LA, New York, pretty much US cities. The third thing I would have to say is, be yourself, be truthful, it is what it is, if a guy wears this, or if a girl wears this, it is what it is. Y'all need to stop playing. What else? Let's see, I do YouTube videos sometimes, for a living sometimes. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. What else? Apple products. What can I say? I like Apple watches only. I don't do iPhones. I don't fuck with them. Excuse my language, but iPhones is just, it's another world, I rather stick to Samsung. Because with Samsung, it's like the best, So back to you. But other than that, it's been a thrill, it's been a treat, and it's been a best, because it is the best, because it is what the best is what is. Period. Yes, queen. I don't know, sometimes I can get, lost in the sauce. Rest in peace. I had a friend, his name was Andrew Amadar. He lived in Texas, in El Paso, and we were friends. He was a great best friend. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I heard through an announcement through Facebook, because on Facebook you can put you with your friends and this time. He passed away. Rest his soul. And because I'm California, the distance from California to Texas, broad, it's a big distance, So, so rest in peace, AI flowers. So, he's probably in heaven, with Jesus. But, anyways, I know we're getting off topic here. Oh my God, you guys, it's already 2 minutes. Oh, it's supposed to be 3 minutes. You know how it is. But then again, so, like I said, I'm not affiliated with Vanity Fair. But I respect and I love Vanity Fair, as I do love to catch up with what's going on with celebrities, what's the hot topics with our presidents, the fashion, the cities like Milan, Paris, France, USA, New York. Of course, me, Rixxo Xové, I exist, period, I'm on YouTube, you guys. But yeah, so yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Bye, love you, shout out. Shout out to Hollywood, and shout out to all those people who have talents and this and that, because it is what they say, save money, live better. No, not Walmart, but you know what I mean. So stay true.